I've been using the Samsung S8 Ultra tablet for a little bit over a year now, so I wanted to do a quick review. Obviously, it's an impressive piece of tech. The screen is just amazing. It's a powerful device. I use it almost daily for media consumption. I love it. But I do have some points about it, and that's what I hope to convey throughout this video so that you decide if this is something for you or not. First, let's start with what I just mentioned, the impressive Super AMOLED display that this tablet has. If you are getting this device in order to consume media, then you are gonna be a happy camper. You're gonna love the device. It does everything that you'd want it to. So if you're watching YouTube, if you're watching Netflix, Prime, whatever, this is an impressive device to take with you when you are traveling. You don't need to carry a laptop. So again, this is mainly for media consumption. Second, I'm gonna talk now about the premium metal chassis and the minimum bezels that it has all around it. You can see this is very elegant. Now, unfortunately, this is a double-edged sword, because if you are watching media and if you're lying down or something, you're gonna hit parts of the screen which is gonna reset the movie. It's gonna take you to the beginning. It might minimize the screen, open up the calendar, do a lot of things that you really don't want it to be doing at that point. So I really wish that Samsung could introduce something like an option for the user to reject certain areas, like in the corners or the sides of the tablet. Let's say I would like to reject 1 or 2 centimeters from the side if I am in media consumption mode, if I have Netflix or Prime or something like that open. I'm sure this is a software feature that could be brought in by Samsung. This would change everything about consuming media on this device. Next, the S Pen support. So I have the cover that comes with the tablet, or of course you pay a little bit for it. And the S Pen is just amazing. If you want to draw something, if you are on a conference call, a Zoom call, or Teams, something, especially Zoom, it's pretty impressive and it looks really nice. So when you are in a conference call with other people and you start taking your pen, you're drawing stuff on the screen, it's pretty impressive because it shows that you are using a high-tech gadget and not just a laptop where you are trying to draw using your mouse, or even you're not drawing and some people are missing the point. So this is very impressive as well. Of course, there is smooth multitasking. I usually end up using multiple applications at the same time, which is what I'm doing also on my Galaxy Z Fold 5. I end up usually opening my phone like this, and I have 2 or 3 applications at some point while I'm using the phone. So definitely the tablet has this option and it's pretty powerful. I don't use it for gaming, but I see a lot of games, and I saw a lot of other reviews where people were impressed by the mobile gaming on this tablet. And let's focus on the word mobile. Now, let's talk a little bit about the cameras. I'm sure you can find the specs everywhere and in a lot of reviews. I'm sure the S9 now has even more capabilities, but for me, it's nice when you are on a conference call. So the front camera is pretty impressive. The back camera, I don't really use it that often. And to be honest, you're not gonna be walking down the street taking pictures or video like this. You're just gonna use your phone, which most phones right now have amazing cameras on them anyways. So for me personally, the front camera is the most important thing, because when I am on a conference call, this is what would look nice, especially if I'm mobile, right? I don't have access to this camera that you guys are looking through right now, looking at me. So I need something that looks nice and crisp. Now let's talk a little bit about some other cones. I did mention the bezels on the side and how Samsung could do better with palm rejection, but the price tag is this device is expensive. Let's be real, but it has a certain type of clientele, people who want to have that big screen wherever they go, that Super AMOLED screen. And of course, for that, people are willing to pay for this kind of features, especially the screen, which we're going back to it in a little bit. Now, my pet peeve, or the thing I wouldn't say hate the most, but I do hate it. There is no full Windows support. I know you can do like desktop mode, you can plug in the keyboard that you can get as a gadget, which, judging by the fact that I cannot find it, I was looking all over the house to show the keyboard for this review, but I couldn't find it. So judging by that fact, it's not really that useful. And I found that when you add the keyboard to it, then it becomes really heavy. The whole keyboard slash tablet slash the cover, so it gets heavier, and at that point, why bother? Just get a laptop. So a lot of people say, oh, with the keyboard you can do a lot of things. Yes, I agree, and with the desktop mode it's obviously beautiful, but again, if you are using this tablet for media consumption, for light gaming, something like this, then it would work for you. But if you are a power user such as myself, then it's not gonna really work. I need the full capabilities of the Microsoft suite, so Word, PowerPoint, Excel, wherever, which are very limited when you are talking mobile versions. I need Visio support. I need video editing, which you can put some applications here but are still mobile applications. You cannot have the fully fledged Adobe Premiere Pro, which I'm using right now to edit my videos, right? So if I am on the go, I would be missing this capability to record videos and use the Adobe Premiere Pro. I would have to go for other mobile options. So that's something that really bothered me about the tablet. I kind of knew what I was getting into when I got it, but I didn't know it was that bad. There are tutorials online that help you figure out a remote session capability using your tablet, so you can basically create a Windows machine in the cloud or connect to a Windows machine at home, and then you can use your remote session in order to control it and work on it remotely. But this feels like doing this it doesn't make sense. Like, why not just have it on the device that you are using right now? So for that, I am really bothered. Like, I wish I would use this device more often to do everything daily, not just media consumption. I would love to have a device that I can draw diagrams on, that I can use the full features of the Microsoft Suite on it, that I can do complex video editing. Not that I'm good yet, like I'm still a beginner, so keep that in mind. So when we talk about using this tablet as a laptop replacement, we're not there yet, no. And you cannot even try to install Windows on the device. It's just because of the architecture, the hardware architecture is not going to support that, so it's not going to work. That brings me to this summary of this video, or more like, what's my conclusion here and what do I recommend? If you are getting this tablet for media consumption, just for that, while you are on the go for it. The size of the screen is perfect. The Super AMOLED display is just gorgeous, to say the least. The blacks are amazing, the color, and I do have a ROG Zephyrus G15 laptop, which also has its good and bad. So it comes with an RTX 3070, which is great, but it doesn't have a front-facing camera. And the other thing is that the screen is really bad. Okay, it has good refresh rate for gaming, but when you look at AMOLED displays, you never want to go back to normal fadey looking screens. So whenever I work on that laptop, I have a little bit of a buyer's remorse, especially that I had an LED laptop before, but it wasn't as powerful. So I would love to put my hands on a Super AMOLED laptop for my everyday tasks. Which brings me to this point. If you are a power user such as myself, that require a lot of flexibility, you require a lot of applications that are really complex and you want them to run in a laptop mode or PC mode, whatever you want to call that, on a fully operational Windows platform, I would say go more for the Samsung 360 or 360 Pro. And this is what I'm eyeing right now. I'm waiting for a good offer from Samsung in order to get the Samsung 360 or 360 Pro. Hopefully that will be the 4th generation by the time I get it. And because like when Samsung launches a new device, usually they give you good trade-in options. So I would love to trade in this tablet, which is again beautiful. I would love though to trade in this device, get some good money for it, and put that money towards a Samsung 360 or 360 Pro. This way I can do all the tasks that I need for my consulting business, for my video editing, and for all stuff in between. So I hope this video has been informative. Please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. If you found the review good, keep in mind I am still a new YouTuber, and it's sometimes hard to find a good time in order to balance family life and like work and all the projects that I'm doing on the side. So I would really appreciate it if you become a part of the family. Stay tuned for more tech reviews, and until next time, this is Mohammed signing off. Take care.